very unhappy because of some brutal news of someone's victory. But the brutal news of someone's victory was actually their fate. It was, they were supposed to, this person that they're like upset about was supposed to be victorious. Who is the victor? Sagittarius ascendant over some money and a living situation. They could have been put up to damaging someone's living situation, so they're forced to go back to their abuser. That's what I'm getting here. That's what I'm getting here. Let's see what the good Lord has to say. We're going to crack open the Bible and see what the divine messages are for the day. Be careful that no one among you lives in immorality, becoming careless about God's blessings, like Esau, who traded away his rights as the firstborn, which was a king, and inheritor of all the land, for a simple meal. Very, very important passage. I'll explain why. Meals represent immediate sustenance compared to the eternity of what it is we are as vessels for the Spirit, right? We need food to eat, yes, but we also fast because we can. So here's the thing. If you are being tested in a way that puts you in a position where someone is compromising your value as a person and as a spiritual force in this world, you have to make sure that they are not doing things or encouraging you to do things that compromise your divinity, your access to God. This is the truth. This is what it is. This is wisdom here. I split the deck on the Queen of Swords. What you want to know for yourself is if you are in a position where you yourself are making choices that sacrifice your divine purpose for the sake of something that satisfies you, this is a detriment to your destiny. If you don't believe in destiny, I suggest you look into what you're meant to do, because all purposes that are crafted by God for people have a tie, a link to other things that are significant. So even if you think you have no worth or any purpose that, is yours, belongs to you, or has any value, you don't understand the bigger picture that you're serving. And that is a problem, because you're meant to be part of a bigger picture, no matter how small your task is. Supposing God just says, here, play this triangle, play this like triangle thing in the background, and you're like, this is so stupid, why would I ever do this? But you do it, and then you realize the whole band comes together and they were relying on you to be the crux of that whole piece. That was like something no one had ever heard, right? And only after do you realize, like, oh, okay, I had no idea, right? This is what God is talking about through these words that were recorded in the Bible. He's discussing the fact that a lack of foresight or a lack of insight into something could be the detriment of an entire plan. So what it is you want to do as your advice is to consider what relationships, what situations, and what moments in my life am I possibly taking for granted for something that I want immediately, instead of just going forth with something that's going to serve me forever, like a kingdom, like an inheritance that covers my entire legacy from, the dawn of time through, from its own dawn of time through. It's significant to meditate on this kind of stuff, because when I flipped back open, it says Jesus frees a demonized man, and this is Matthew 12. Just before this, he won't brush aside the bruised and broken. He will be gentle with the weak and feeble until his victory releases justice. We could be talking about an earth angel here. There's an earth angel significant to this and the coaching of someone. This is interesting. This is really cool, because, like, to me anyway, you take what resonates for you, but I'm seeing that, like, this particular karmic cycle and this manifestation cycle is about discernment in ways that literally apply to life and death kinds of choices, circumstances, situations, the life of one's legacy versus the death of one's legacy. It's not literally life and death as in like your corporal form. This is